So is Charlotte, North Carolina for you? Let's talk about it. My name is Eli Magids, and I'm a real estate advisor here in Charlotte, North Carolina, specializing in luxury homes, new home builds, and custom homes. But most importantly, I'm your realtor with heart. I'm not trying to sell you a house, but here to help you find a home and a lifestyle that you and your family are going to love. Think that we're a good fit? My contact info is down below. So people contact me from around the country, actually around the world, and they want to know what's Charlotte like, what's Charlotte about, why should they move to Charlotte, why shouldn't they move to Charlotte? Now, I've done a bunch of videos, pros and cons, but let's just get down to the nitty gritty. I made a move to Charlotte 13 years ago. It's hard to believe that I moved 13 years ago. And I was looking for a change of my life. I was practicing in Queens, New York. I had bullet holes in my window. I had a bank robbery right next door to me where they tried to pull out the ATM with a chain. Long story short, very hard, back-breaking work I was doing, and I was done. I was done with the New York traffic. I was done with the New York taxes. I had a son who had just been born. I had lost my dad. I had lost a friend. I had a cousin who passed away very early, and I was not a happy camper. And I said to myself, I've got one life, I'm going to make a change. And essentially, I lucked upon Charlotte. Essentially, someone just mentioned it to me, kind of threw a dart, ended up in Charlotte. My wife walked into the first house that she saw. She liked it, she bought it, but we have never left, and we would never leave. So is Charlotte right for everybody? No, it's not right for everybody. If you want to be right next to the beach, Charlotte's not for you. You're talking about a 3.5-hour drive to go to the beach. Now, I know a lot of people who live on Long Island right near the beach. I used to live near the beach. I know people in Florida who live right on the beach. And the number of times they've actually gone to the beach, they could probably count on one hand. So if you want to be right near the beach, Charlotte's not for you. You're 3.5 hours. A lot of people say that's a plus. I guess if you're in the middle of the country and there's no water, then it is a plus. But if you need to be right on the beach, you're 3.5 hours away. If you like a lot of snow, this isn't the place for you. You'll get 1, 2, maybe 3 inches of snow per year. It will melt almost as fast as it comes. Place will shut down. But if you like snow, not the place for you. If you like to ski, you can go skiing 2 hours away, up north in the area of Boone, north kind of like near Asheville. 2 hours away, you will have snow. It's not going to be Colorado snow. It's not going to be that fresh powder. It's going to be probably mostly man-made. It'll be icy. So if you're looking for a place that's really close to skiing, you can go skiing, but it's not going to be right here. If you are a world's major foodie, if you're coming from New York or from Chicago and you're used to all of the best restaurants in the world, Charlotte may not be the place. Now, Charlotte is changing and it is becoming a foodie destination. But if you're expecting the same variety and the amount of restaurants versus those other places, this place is not for you. Not yet, at least. Now, moving is hard. Taking a leap of faith like I did, kind of completely transforming my life, is very difficult to do. But yet there are many, many people doing it. There are about 100 people per day moving to the Charlotte metro area. And there's got to be a reason. Charlotte is just naturally beautiful. I was with people this weekend. They're from the Chicago, Illinois area, Indiana area, and they just marvel at the tree canopy that we have here. It is truly, really a spectacular, naturally beautiful place to live. I went with this great couple from South Charlotte to North Charlotte and everywhere around. And there was not one area that was not beautiful. Now, it's not to say that there are a couple of neighborhoods that I wouldn't necessarily hang out in, but do you feel safe where you are? Do you feel very comfortable walking outside anytime, day and night? I feel very comfortable here in Charlotte. My wife feels very comfortable here in Charlotte. Pretty much the crime rate, while you see that there may be a crime rate, it's only localized in some certain areas. Most of the bad stuff that will happen in most of the city, or even in the suburbs, is if you leave your car door open, somebody might come through and rummage through your car and see what's there for free. So do you feel safe? Do you feel like your kids are safe? Do you feel like your kids are in an environment that is conducive to being a kid? Here in the Charlotte metro area, kids are outside, kids are running around, kids are having a good time. You don't have to necessarily stay right on top of your kids. If you like continuous heat, if you like Florida heat all day, every day, then this is not the place for you. Now, Florida comes with its bad stuff too. I mean, there's crime, there's good neighborhoods, and then around the corner there's bad neighborhoods, which you don't really find here in Charlotte. The traffic down in Florida is crazy. The traffic down in Atlanta is crazy. The traffic in New York is crazy, and Los Angeles and Chicago is crazy. It is not crazy here. You can drive your car. You can have an exotic car here if you want. It is very conducive to a good life. It's a lifestyle change when you come here to Charlotte. Are you fed up with the BS of high property taxes? Depending on where you live, you're going to get a major break by moving to the Charlotte metro area. Charlotte is a very usable city. Uptown Charlotte, if you want to go see a concert, if you want to go see a ball game, it's easily accessible. New York took me 3 hours to go and see a football game. Not happening here. Charlotte is exceptionally clean. You can go around, drive around. There's no filth on the streets. Things are fairly new. It's clean. It's just a very comfortable, wonderful place to live. I would never, ever go back to where I came from. Even though my whole family is back in New York, I couldn't think of a better place to raise a kid. Very kid friendly. This place is very diverse, and the diversity adds to the charm of the city. Many people are extraordinarily successful here in the Charlotte metro area. Whether they're coming from California and they're bringing their money with them, or San Francisco, you see what's going on in San Francisco, the place is going to heck in a handbasket. This place has a lot of affluence, surprisingly. Like I said, I was driving with this couple from the Indiana, Chicago area, and it's just amazing the number of high-end, multi-million-dollar homes that exist here in Charlotte. Right now, we're hosting the PGA Tour at Quail Hollow. We have major golf courses here. If you're a golfer, this is a great place. If you like when people wave to you when you're driving, or if people are here to help you, carry your stuff out from the grocery store, or if a tree falls, they come out with a chainsaw and help you clear it. I mean, this may be a place for you. If you like being tailgated and people giving you the finger, this is not the place for you. Are you looking for a Major League Baseball team? Well, Charlotte does not have a Major League Baseball team. I miss not having a Major League Baseball team. Obviously, you can watch on television. You can get MLB, you can watch every game of your favorite team. But if you're a Major League Baseball fan and you need to be near the ballpark, Charlotte is not for you. We have basketball, got pro football, you got Major League Soccer, but no baseball. Hockey is in Raleigh. You don't have hockey here. We have a AAA team called the Checkers. I was on the phone with someone from New Jersey. Now, I've been in touch with him for probably 4 years, and in the interim, he purchased some land on Kiowa Island, which is a very high-end resort area. But he is living in New Jersey, and his company has made him go back to work at least 3 days a week. The commute from New Jersey into Manhattan takes him 2 hours each way. That's 4 hours, if I'm doing my math correctly. 4 hours of commute at least 3 times a week. Now, he can work here in Charlotte, And he has come down here and has been envious of his colleagues who can get to work and back in 30 minutes or so. So now he is contemplating building a house here in Charlotte, being close to his beach house near Kiowa Island. We have 4 seasons with not a harsh winter. Summers do get hot, but you have 4 seasons. If you're sick of the weather where you live, you're sick of tornadoes, if you're sick of hurricanes, if you're sick of mudslides and fires, we have none of that. The trees in back of me change unbelievable colors. You can drive up to Asheville or the north part where the snow is, and you're on the Appalachian Trail. The colors are just mind-blowing. So if you don't want natural disasters, what are you waiting for? And if you can move to a place where you don't have to struggle, where it's kind and it's nice and it's clean, it may be a place for you to check out. Not saying it's the place for you, but maybe a place for you to check out. People talk about snakes. Let's talk about snakes. I've been here 13 years. I have not personally seen one snake. This is the front of my house. I live in a wooded development. I walk in the wooded development an hour to an hour and a half most days. I have never seen a snake. Do they exist? 100% they exist. Have I ever seen one? No. We have bugs. Every place has bugs. We have bugs. New York's got roaches. We have these big palmetto bugs. They're gross, but it's not like the plague where they're all on top of you. People with families are moving here. People who are retiring are moving here. Young people are moving here. And again, if you're a retiree, this place has got so many unbelievable 55 plus communities. I'm going to do a video on 55 plus communities. So many of them, so many retirees deciding that they don't want Florida. We call them halfbacks. They come back to North Carolina, to Charlotte. So many nice places for you to live. There's high-tech jobs. There's lots of jobs here. There's an active social scene. There's areas that are booming. Most of Charlotte is booming. It continues to grow. It continues to add things. It's a city on the move, and yet it's a very usable city. The airport is freaking awesome. It's convenient. It's clean. They're expanding it. They spent billions of dollars expanding it because American comes out of here. It is super, super nice, super convenient, probably 30 minutes from most parts of the Charlotte metro area. If you go really out into the suburbs, maybe 40 minutes. So if you're looking for a luxury home in the Charlotte metro area, or you just want to check it out, I will draw you a beautiful map. I will show you around and show you the beauty that Charlotte has to offer. And then, if you decide it's for you, we can go and find you the home of your dreams. If we're a good fit, please feel free to contact me. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time.